So not too long ago, I saw an ad on Facebook Marketplace for as much free limestone and brick as a fella can take. So here we are, and we're doing it. Come on down here and I'll show you up a little bit more close. No, I'll show you a little bit more close up. I'm awkward sometimes. So what you see is what you get with this. This is an old church. I'm still trying to get a little bit more history on it. Hopefully I can share that with you in an upcoming video of its origins and all the fun and cool history behind this structure, because it is old. There are several courses here. There's a course, 3 courses of bricks that are from the late 1800s, and then they added this Bedford limestone in the 1950s as a kind of facade to dress it up a little bit. Let's take a little bit closer look. So here's the inside of this thing. You can see it burnt out. There's a fire. The cross on the back is kind of cool sitting there in that stucco. But there's nothing left of the inside. It's all just the stone and the brick. See with that pile of brick there that we've already done some work to this as far as getting stuff down. So how about we jump back to that, get you caught up to speed of how we got to where we're at now, and then I'll tell you what our plans with all this are, and we'll keep working on it.
Oh dear. I know how long it takes me to knock mortar out when I'm tuck pointing, so.
Oh yeah. Little platform is built. Got my fancy safety harness on. I'm gonna grab a fresh battery for you guys, and we're going on this thing. I am slightly excited. Oh, I threw the battery. Oh yes. Big fan of the height. Let's test the first slide operation here. Let's see how this works too well. It works too well. So the limestone is the main goal, but there's also a bunch of bricks and bugs. And if we can get the bricks, then we'll get some bricks too if they come off easy. Oh, that's 2 halves. But I'm gonna have to go down. I need to move the lift. I've got to rip all this ivy off before I start. It's gonna drive me crazy. It's gonna be hard not to break these longer ones, but I think it's gonna be okay if we do. Look at that nail. probably try to save a bunch of it too if we can. A lot of it's breaking on the way down the slide, the brick of course. But it comes off easy. If I get broken ones like this, he's just filling this basement in with whatever's left when we're done. We just toss it. Easy peasy. So we're having some issues with the man lift. Not enough to stop, but enough that, oh, that's neat. But enough that if I'm gonna salvage brick, we'll do it off the lower section. Let's just get the limestone down so we can get off this height. Then we'll worry about the brick when we're a little bit closer to the ground. You know? Easy. I'm hoping I can get all these little detail pieces out without breaking them. That octagon window would be a cool detail to have. Yeah, one more like that. Oh yeah. Probably gonna need that board underneath it now. We got some good help today. So everything's going pretty good. I'm just trying to get that level across the gable. I don't want to leave anything up and crazy overnight, which means we got to readjust our ramp. What we're going to try to do is hook back onto that and just kind of get it slid up. It's going to be up in the air, but the downfall to this lift is it only has so much in and out, and I'm to the point now where I've got to travel the whole machine that way to reach where I need to reach. So if it's up a little bit and I got to keep coming up to put stone on to slide down, that's still going to be quicker than having to track or wheel the machine back and forth to get back to where we're at now. Hopefully that made sense. Remember, man lifts aren't cranes. Don't do that, okay? Valuable lesson. Now we got it where we want it. Got the lift resituated, sitting pretty. And the important thing is now I can reach the slide again. Lovely. Would you look at that one? Here's what we ended up with for a day's worth of progress. Not too bad. Some of them are breaking off, and that's not a big deal. If a fella's going to reuse them, you can just cut them square. Well, now that we're back to current time, let me show you what the goal is, because I need to get that man lift back to Not Your Average Millennial for the project he's working on. This slide that we made over here, that's going to convert to a walkboard with some boards we got over there. The boards we have are about 7 feet tall, and I can comfortably work and remove this block about 4 feet up on me, 4 to 5 feet, which gives us 12 feet up the wall. Basically, I want to get all the stone and brick down to 12 feet, and then we can haul that man lift out and we can do the rest with the Ford 555. There's 7 feet there. 12 feet's going to be, that's 10. Right about where that piece of ivy is, that's 11. So if we can get it down to there, all the way around, which won't be in this video, let's not kid ourselves, then we can get the man lift hauled out of here. And the order of operations is kind of, let's get the most unstable parts down first. Now, because that's got a corner and a corner, that archway and entry is very stable, especially now that the gable's gone. But if you look up close, you can see there's quite a bit of separation of block on this corner. So I want to start in this corner, work my way down to that 12-foot mark, and then we can work our way back that wall. And of course, the old Ford 555, which hasn't given me a lick of trouble, decided to have a dead battery when we got up here. So I've had her charging for a little bit while we've been doing these fancy intros. Snagged a few more pallets off Marketplace, for free of course. I'll get these offloaded real quick. need to see if I can get the lift manipulated right into this flat spot right here, so I can kind of reach both sides of the corner. Probably I'll check the oil just real fast, just to make sure it's got some. It's there. It's got it. Is it on a mark? Let's get some tools out and get started, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna put the 555. I got a little bit of an idea of how I want to do this since I'm by myself today. I'm thinking, why even take the generator all the way out? Maybe we can just slide her back on the pallet and leave it right in the truck, save my back. Plenty. Plenty. Some might even call it excess. We'll just give her an old scooch here. Like so. Very nice. I topped her off with gas this morning at the gas station. I know, hard to believe. Believe it or not, this thing only burns a gallon of fuel, burning almost 7-8 hours the other day. Pretty wild. So far, pretty happy with this thing. We've only used it a day, but I certainly don't have any complaints about it. I didn't have a chisel tip when we first started. I was using this, which was doing a good job. But I did pick up a couple options this morning at the old Home Depot. See if these work any better. We'll start that block there, and hopefully we can stair step our way down to where we need to be by the time we get to the corner.
Oh man.
No, it's just brick. Since I don't have anybody at the bottom of the chute, I gotta find an efficient way to get this stuff offloaded. And I got an idea. It's take the 555, park it over here, lift up the loader as high as I can with the pallets kind of up here. So all I gotta do is boom down, slide it onto the pallets. Slide. We're heavy on the air quotes today. And then go back up. That's my thought process. Let's see if we can make it happen. She's a little awkward, but it's not bad. Straight from the wall, straight to the pallet. I got them tilted up just a little bit because obviously they're going to bleed off. Stabilizers are down the back as my parking brake, and to keep her from going over if I load one side too heavy. Let's keep going with it and see if we get done. Did have some people asking if there's poison ivy on this. This is all Virginia creeper. Let's see if I can get you a good one. They got 5 leaves. Yeah. No, that's just 1 leaf. Well, that didn't work very well. Come here. There you go. See how they got 5 leaves like that? So not poison ivy. Poison ivy's 3 leaves. You can also tell it's Virginia creeper by these little, I call them suckers. The way the vine actually attaches itself to something. Now, I'm not allergic to Virginia creeper, but there are some people that are. So still probably not the best thing to be playing around in. Look at this blockhouse, just all, I'm assuming from the heat and the stress of this wall trying to pull away, it's just broken up like it's nothing anymore. Crazy. We're gonna have to do something with this top plate too at some point. So this whole side, this is all just heat crack from that fire. You can see a discoloration. I'm guessing she was blowing out that window pretty good. I'm hoping the rest of it looks good color-wise. I'm hoping the rest of it's okay. I'm not completely surprised that some of it's messed up from the fire. So here's the plan. I'm gonna get the front side down quite a bit more, and then we'll go around there, take the backhoe and just shove that section in. I'm not gonna sit here and work for stuff that's busted up. We'll just shove her in and be done with her there. It means I need to get my chute to walk down just a little bit. So I'm being lazy and I don't feel like moving the lift again to get into the right position to lower it down. Or we're just gonna roll her and let her fall. She might shatter into a million pieces. Well, she survived. The next thing, I'm gonna work my way across there, kind of like that. Hopefully between those two, enough that I can push the tops of some of that brick in. So as you can imagine, the tops of those windows, well, they're all heat cracked too. I know, I'm as surprised as you are. Something about that heat rises thing, you know. Anywho, I'm gonna grease the boom because she started her own jazz band the other day. And then we're gonna take the backhoe and knock the top part of that down, or whatever comes down with it. I don't wanna leave it standing because with my stuff here, well, I just don't wanna leave it standing, you know, it's not safe. Hard telling the last time grease has been pushed through here. I know, I grease it regularly. I'm sure you're surprised about that. You're gonna find this hard to believe, but the squeaking culprit, it won't take grease. Yeah, I'm as shocked as you. Obviously, I grease this on a very regular basis, so that's probably a problem for another year. I mean, I knew we were going to run into wasps at some point, and you know, pushing the wall over is certainly a way to wake them up. I'm betting all that stone down low is still going to be in good shape, seeing as the fire rises and all. Oh, I can see one of the nests right there in the bricks. Yep, sure can. Oh gosh. Oh, the high vis isn't smart. Oh, hold on, I gotta run. Luckily, I keep that thing on me. You know what I mean? What else is a cup holder for? All right. Oh, goddamn. Why are they so fast? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the old aerial attack. They're quick. I got a guy I worked with the other day. He said, I'm not fast, but people will often say, well, that's faster than I expected when they see him run. And I kind of feel like I might be in that same category. I'm not fast, but faster than you'd expect. Okay. All right. My top fear is that I get up in the, I see you there. Oh, I see you. Yep. Come back for that. You can't. You're losing elevation. It's going down. Oil pressure's dropping. My top fear is I get up in the man lift and then I'll find a whole bunch of them. Then I ain't got nowhere to go. You know, we're just jumping. And then I'm hanging by a harness. And then I'm just a pinata, a wasp pinata. That's the worst kind of pinata. I don't see any flying around up there on that section of wall. I say let's move the man lift and go on an exploratory mission. So here's my plan. I don't feel like getting lit up today. I just don't. I think I'm gonna let these guys calm down, but I also can't leave this hanging. So we'll see if we can't shove that over real quick. It's too tall to reach with the hoe maybe, but I'm just gonna do that. And then we're gonna not be vulnerable. These actually don't look too bad. They are all over the boom behind me. It's only a matter of time before they figure out who's running this thing. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, nope, I need you. Oh, good catch. Well, since I don't feel like getting stung today, I'm gonna be done in the man lift for the time being, but I am gonna take the old 4555. We're just gonna have to listen to jazz for a little bit here. And I wanna go ahead and clean all this up. Now the next step in this project, once we get this side done to the elevation it is right there, we'll be heading to the other side, chimney first, top of the wall just like we did on this side, then the back gable, which will all just come down inside in the basement. The very front will be the last part of this. Now I'm anticipating about 3 weeks, which is actually about 10 working days to get this done. And I know a lot of you are gonna have a lot of questions, and feel free to ask away. I'll just address them in the next video because that's honestly the easiest way for me to do it. Yeah, I had to think about it. I'll be working on this the day that the next video comes out, so that'll actually be perfect. Look at that. You grease things so well, they just start falling apart. Probably got to get a pin for that. Oh, what's going on here, bud? Maybe a couple pins, huh? I need to lay off the grease. So honestly, pretty excited about the progress. I think we've done pretty well for no more than what we're working with. And even though some of this is going to be a loss because of the fire that caused the issue in the first place, there's still a tremendous amount of material for me to be able to salvage and use for projects back on the property. I don't know exactly what I'm going to use with it yet. I have a couple options in my head, and really it comes down to how much material we're able to get out of this thing, and if we save any of that brick and how much of the limestone we end up getting. There is more to this than just the salvage job too, by the way, and hopefully that'll all make sense when it's all said and done. Like I said, ask your questions. They will get answered on the next video. We'll be right back on this in the next video, weather permitting. So if you want to see how this whole thing turns out, you got to stay subscribed and you got to tune in. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough for being here. It's you guys watching this that lets me do cool stuff like this. So if you want to see more stuff like this, keep watching. Hope I'm lucky enough to catch you on the next one.